All right, all right, all right. We are live. So yeah, how about that party last night? Wouldn't that cool? So we had a party. If you missed it and you didn't get to catch it, it was over at Diamond Girl Tea Times channel. Diamond Girl Tea Time. hmm hmm We had Diamond, the birthday girl, Marianne, the birthday girl, MissPink.com, Solo Sheba, Amber Rose. Not Amber Rose. Star Skies, aka Amber Rose, and myself. And we had a good time. But today, hey Kitty, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. So if you all can, the people who watch my replay and the ones that's just now entering the room, if you can highlight that like button for me, I'd appreciate it very much. Just go on and highlight it for your girl. Thank you. Turn the gray to blue. And if you haven't already, turn my subscription red button to gray, and I will do the same for you. All right, y'all, let's get into some conversation. Conversation rules the nation. So I'm gonna go ahead and give some people some time enough to come into the room. Come into the chatty. Let's chatty. Come into the chat. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm a little bit hyper right now because I drank like a big old cup of coffee this morning. And boy, did I put some sugar in there. Yes, it was. Thank you for the thumbs up, boo. It was very sugary. So I'm wired up and ready to go. So as you can tell by the title of my StreamYard today, it is called Mothers Against Daughters in Hotel Scandals. So yeah, I'm just minding my own business, roaming around these YouTube streets like I always do. And I end up coming across something on my recommends. And it recommended me to go to Rita, the Baddest Roaster daughter's page, which is La La Die. hmm And they have some issues going on with each other and everything. And the title was called My Grandmother Wants to Set This Straight Once and For All. So Rita's daughter, Lala, puts her grandmother on YouTube to set the record straight. Okay. And Rita's mother gets on YouTube and expresses on things that people should not express on YouTube. If you're going to air out your dirty laundry on YouTube, I mean, you should. It's no if, ands, or but about it. You should not do that. You should not air out your dirty laundry on YouTube. This is not the place for that, people. This is not the place to put your dirty laundry out here to air out in front of the world. Because whether you think so or not, these people don't care about you. They don't care about you from Adam to Apple to Eve to A to Z to Bull, Frog, Leaf. They don't care about you for real. They don't. And I'll sit here and wait a minute. Okay, thank you. So they don't care about you. And you sit over here and try to make your daughter look bad, lady, when you're really making your whole family look bad. Y'all, I mean, there's a such thing as generational curses. Whether you want to admit it or not, there is. And for you, I don't care what this lady has done in her life. I don't care what you have done in your life. You do not air your dirty laundry out in public. You just don't do it. It's just not right. You just do not do it. And this lady talks about how her daughter is addicted to pills, how her daughter's addicted to drugs, how her daughter's not in her right mind. It takes a real low down, dirty. I'm sorry to say it. Well, I'm really not sorry to say this, but I mean, it just makes me feel like they've been feuding for a minute. Yes, they have. And it just makes me feel so awful having to say this about someone's mother. But I mean, the apple don't fall far from the tree. And you get on here and you tell everybody how Rita's this, Rita's that. Oh, I used to be a crackhead, but I'm not a crackhead no more. I don't smoke crack no more. Do I look like I smoke crack? Okay, you're ex crackhead. We got that. Okay. Rita is a pill popper or whatever. She got addicted to the pills because of Bill when he had an accident, and she started taking his pills and she got addicted to them, and she had just had her baby and all that. Okay, we understand that. You guys put all this damn information out on this lady. Like, that is not right. I'm sorry, it's not right. I don't feel like it's right at all. You are grandmother, daughter, and granddaughter. 3 generations right there. And you guys get on YouTube for these people that you don't even know, trying to prove something within your family. These problems that you have within your family, you bring all these strangers into there, all these different personalities, all these feeding leeches and demons you bring it into your inside life, your offline life. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. How dare you get on YouTube and talk about your daughter like this in such a way to make people use this ammo against her? The people who hate your daughter to their guts, they have ammo to use against her now. Do you know that you all have been screen recorded? They recorded all that. So even if you wanted to erase it, it's too late now. I mean, what do you guys think y'all was doing? What do y'all think y'all was proving? You let these people bait you and set you up to get on here to talk about your own damn daughter? Seriously? Rita hasn't came on here and did that. Rita might talk a little something. She might say a little something about y'all, but when y'all get to the nitty gritty, I think all of y'all are wrong. Really, let me put it like that. All 3 of y'all are wrong. When you get down to the nitty gritty of the problem, to add insult to injury, you get on here and you make this video. I don't know if you thought you was doing the right thing before you did this, but you wasn't doing the right thing. It wasn't right. It's not right at all. I don't believe it's right at all. If I have a problem with one of my family members, I'm going to go offline and talk to them. And if I can't talk to them, I'm going to let it blow off my shoulders. I'm going to let it slide off my shoulders like water on grease. It's going to roll right off my shoulders. I'm not going to care about it. I'm not going to care about it enough to get on here and start airing out my dirty laundry in front of people. I'm not going to do that because that's just not right. I don't do shit like that. And I don't think anybody else should do shit like that. And it goes to make you wonder what kind of people raise all of you all. Like, I don't care what a person does. I don't care how a person's life is. What they do offline is what they do offline. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody to know online what kind of life they're leading. If they're putting themselves out there, fine. Let them put themselves out there. You say God is going to get her and she's going to have her day. Every dog has their day. Okay, what about you? Okay, nobody is perfect. You're over here talking about Rita don't respect you. That's why her days are going to be shortened. Well, look at what you're doing. Her granddaughter is not respecting her right there in your face while she's calling her mom all kind of names and saying she's a liar and all this kind of stuff. Do you think God is overlooking that just because she felt like she was done wrong when she was growing up? And she talking about her mom's taking her story and twisted into her own. Just because someone tells, little girl, just because someone, I don't care if it's your grandma, I don't care if it's your uncles telling you this, just because somebody tells you something don't mean it's necessarily true. They was not right there. If her mom was on drugs like she says she was not right there the whole time when Sarita was growing up. She wasn't right there every second of the way. She don't know what Sarita has been through her whole life if she was on drugs. If you're on drugs, you're strung out, you don't give a damn. All you looking is for your next hit. So how can you sit over here and say what your mom said is not true? You don't really even know that. Kitten says, I'm old school. We never discuss family issues on no public platform. That's right, because it's not right in any kind of sort of way. It's not right to discuss your personal problems online with strangers who don't even freaking care about you. That's the whole bad part about it is these people don't even care about you. They don't care about Sarita. They don't care about your grandma. They don't care about you, Lala. They don't. They're inside your chat room trying to get ammo against your mom. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You gave these people exactly what they was looking for, exactly what they've been looking for. They've been looking for information that they couldn't receive without family help. And y'all just fell right into the bait. Y'all just fell right into the trap and gave these people exactly what they wanted. And I think that is a shame. That's a damn shame. There's a such thing as generational curses. If you don't want this to continue in life, you say you got things to do, you got bigger plans, you don't never want to be like your mom, well, break that generational curse. Just do what you got to do to make yourself better. Don't sit over here and worry about your mama's sins, because at the end of the day, you're not her judge. Only God can judge us. Only God's going to judge us. She has to answer for herself, just like you got to answer for yourself. When you die and go to heaven, God is not going to ask you questions about what he or whoever did. He's gonna be asking you questions about what you did. You are held accountable for you, not anybody else. So while you over here trying to make your mama look bad on here on YouTube streets, you're making yourself look bad too, honey. This is not what you do. This is not how you go about things. It's not. It's really outrageous. I can't believe that that happened. I was just taken back, like, wow, people do this? Are you serious? People do shit like this? It don't make any sense to me. I just don't understand that. How can you do that? How can you do that to your mother? How can you do that to your daughter? I just don't understand it. But you know, it's in the Bible. It says mothers against daughters and daughters will be against mothers. These are the signs of the last days, but these are the beginning of birth pains. So right now, y'all, we are right in the tip top beginning of all the madness that is going to go down. Pretty soon, it's going to be people being persecuted for loving the Lord. It's going to be lawlessness. It's going to be no police officers. It's going to be just no authority figures at all. It's going to be a one world, one church organization going on. People are going to have to scramble to be protected if they don't have the armor of God on at all times. And I'm not saying that I'm one of those people that's going to be protected, because I don't know. I have to change my life just like everybody else has to change theirs. But I can say this. I will never in my life get up on YouTube streets or any other kind of platform airing my family's dirty laundry out for the world to see. I'm just not going to do that. That's just not how you do things. You just don't do it like that. If y'all got problems and y'all can't get to each other and talk to each other offline, then leave it alone. Let it go. Let God handle it. Give it to God. You said that God gave you your daughter and you gave her back to God. Okay, you should have left it at that. Anything that you had against her, anything that you was holding in your heart, you was hardening your heart, holding against her, then you should have just left it at that and left it alone. I just don't understand that. Anyways, the second subject I wanted to do, because I'm only going to spend a little bit of time on here talking about things, and it's going to be about 30 minutes, and I'm already almost 15 minutes into this. So the second thing was about hotel scandals. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Hey, all, just wanted to add, cousin, in the presence of your grandmother is the highest disrespect. Facts, I agree. Cussing, yeah, cussing in front of your grandmother. Now, that was crazy. I couldn't even believe. I don't care if you say, excuse me, grandma. Let me say this real quick. Excuse me. Just because you're polite in how you ask her to curse doesn't mean give you the go to cuss in front of your grandmother like that, and to call these people bitches and hoes and sluts and stressed out booty hoes and all this kind of stuff. What kind of shit is that? Like, I don't understand that. I could never sit in my grandmother's presence and say such things. I don't care who I was talking about. I don't care who I had a problem with. I could never do that. Just because inside of me, I would feel all messed up. I wouldn't feel right. You know, I would feel embarrassed to do that in front of my grandmother or grandfather. You know what I mean? I don't care if they're cursing or anything like that. My grandmother and grandfather ain't never cursed. They're not cursed. They never cursed at all. They didn't smoke. They didn't drink. None of that. So I haven't grew up in the same atmosphere as a lot of people have, or some people have, or whatever. But I can't say 100% that even if I did, I still wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, because you want to teach disrespect. You want to teach. I mean, you want to teach respect. You want to say that somebody's disrespecting somebody else, but look at what you're doing. Look what you're letting her do right there in front of you. You're letting her talk about her mother to these complete strangers. It don't make no sense. You are too older, and I'm not calling you old. You're older. You're wiser. You're supposed to be the grandmother. You're supposed to be someone who they go to and look for, the person with more experience, the one who knows about the world, the one who's been there, done that, so they could tell them what's good so they won't make the same mistakes. Okay, if your daughter, you can't blame your daughter for falling into the same footsteps as you. You were addicted to something when you were growing up. You said you were a crack addict. Okay, she's a pill addict, not too far apart from each other or whatever. But you cannot blame your daughter for falling down the same path you have fell down. You changed, right? It might have took you a lot of years to change. Maybe it's going to take her some time to change. But don't sit over here and say that God is going to take her life away from her or her kids away from her sooner or later. This is going to happen and that's going to happen, because why would you even speak that out of your mouth? Why would you even speak that into existence? The tongue is a powerful, powerful weapon, believe it or not. Hey, Solo, how are you? Thank you for coming. The tongue is very powerful. It cuts both ways. You know, people don't understand how strong words can be. They have this old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." That's not true necessarily. It's really not true necessarily. It isn't. Yeah, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will surely hurt you. They will. This is why 9 times out of 10 people can't forgive each other over words that have been said, over lines that have been crossed. People are hard. It's hard to forgive a person when you can hear over and over and again in your head what this person has said to you, what this person has did to you. I just don't understand why people don't understand that what you say can hurt people, and it can hurt them deep enough, just like if you were to cut them or hit them. Those words hurt. So be careful of the words that come out of your mouth, because sometimes you can't take those back, and sometimes it takes years to heal from words. And I'm a living witness to that. I had people, say some low down dirty things to me that I still to this day hold in my heart, but I don't hold over their head. You know what I mean? I have learned to move on with my life, and I've learned that I'm not what they call me. I'm with what I answer to, basically. So, I mean, it depends on how you take what they said and what you do with it. If you take what they said and you prove them wrong by your actions, not your words, your actions, and you do something different, then you show those people that I'm not that way that you said I am. That makes a difference. When you sit over here and go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards with these people all day long, do you think you're accomplishing anything? No. Hate cannot drive out hate. Demons can't cast out demons. They can't. It's just not possible. So you need to be the bigger person. If you are older, you're the mother, you're mother times two. You're the grandmother. So you need to lead a life by example. Like show the example to your daughter and your granddaughters of this is how you're supposed to conduct yourself when you're in public. This is how you conduct yourself under pressure. This is how you conduct yourself when you feel like somebody is doing you wrong, but you don't strike back at them. You don't strike back at them. You take that and you learn from it, and you learn to treat that person accordingly. If that person, is cunning and slick and all, every time you come around them, they're doing something crazy, then you just know how to treat that person next time when you come around them. You don't give them too much leeway. You feed them with a long handled spoon. You just adapt to the kind of people that they are. You don't go out and talk about them like a dirty dog to strangers that don't even care about you. They don't care about y'all. They over here talking about, oh, let's send them cash apps, cash apps. You know what that's doing really? They know what it's doing. It's messing with that lady that the lady that y'all said that supposedly the whole room sent $100. Well, not the whole room, but a lot of people sent $100 a piece for her because they feel bad or whatever. But the little girl, she's not a little girl. The young lady didn't get it because the other lady kept all the money or something like that. And I don't know. I don't understand that. I just feel like, if y'all care about these people, y'all gonna give them a word of advice, not pay them to talk about each other. You paying these people to talk about each other. You're paying like low key paying this family to put out each other's business on each other. And that's sad. That is sad. I don't understand that. It's like, why? Why are y'all feeding off of this? Why are y'all thriving off of this? This ain't right. This ain't cool. Facts. I used to opt for the beating over the lecture from my parents. Their words hurt more. I know that's right. Thank you. Thank me later. I'm exhausted but blessed. Oh, Solo, get some sleep. Hey, Mr. YouTube's Simply a Sweetheart. Hey, girly. Hey, how you doing? I just don't understand what they think any logic in that. There was any logic in that or any way that can make that even better, like that was going to fix anything. Like that was going to prove anything to these strangers. These strangers don't care about that. But y'all, let me tell y'all about this hotel scandal. So, Mr. King Zero Tolerance, and Mr. Rico, the bartender's lounge, meet up from the beef sector at a hotel. Supposedly, ZT was there with his man friend, his partner, his lover, and he meets up with Rico Boo. And I have no problem with neither one of them. You know what I mean? There's some all right young men with me. I don't have any problem. I don't have any ill will or any ill intentions or like any like bad things to say about them because I don't know them like that. But I do watch them and I do follow along with the storyline of how their YouTube channel is going or their content is going or whatever. But yeah, so last night I was up a little bit late and I ended up catching a video from ZT. ZT was recording while they were together in the hotel, and all of a sudden, I was watching it on my TV, but I was doing other things, and then all of a sudden, I hear this heavy breathing and this fighting, like wrestling kind of, the noises that you make when you're wrestling. And I turn around and look at my TV, and these two men are wrestling with each other on the bed. Okay. And I'm like, seriously, is this really happening? Like I was starting to feel like a little bit like, whoa, what's gonna happen? Like suspense came up, and I'm like, okay, they know that we're watching them, right? So dude goes, ZT goes, we're on YouTube Live, and Enrique goes, fuck your YouTube Live, turn that shit off if you want to sit over here and uh talk shit and blah blah blah. I don't know where it went wrong because I just end up getting little bits and pieces. But when I had watched it, I see that they were wrestling, and I have had a little horseplay with a guy that I liked before when I was younger, and that's exactly how we did that. We horseplay like that. We wrestle a little bit, and you see who's stronger than the other one. And of course, the guy's stronger than the female, so you let them pin you down to the bed, and you laugh and you giggle, and you say, you just oh, you think you got me, like like on the Lion King, Pinja, Pinja again, like that. So I'm over here like, am I watching some heavy hardcore foreplay or what? Like, I didn't know what I was watching. And when they're sitting over here wrestling on the bed and trying to, I guess, see who's the more dominant one, I'm thinking to myself, where's this guy's partner, lover, friend at while they're over here doing all this? And I never seen him show back up, into the scene. But I know that they're getting really hot and heavy in there with all that, in the hotel room. So all of a sudden it turns a left. It takes a left. They start really arguing. It looks like they're really getting angry with each other and upset. And so they get in each other's face and they're like, touch me. No, you touch me. No, you hit me first. No, you hit me first. Give me a reason. And I can see with their drinking the brown liquor and all that Henny, I guess it was, Henny make you sinny. So I'm thinking, the liquor's getting to them, it's time for them to call it a night and go back to their own rooms and, get some rest and start all over tomorrow. But no, these two men, they want to fight. They want to see who's more macho than the other one. But they don't want to touch you. That nobody wants to throw the first swing. They just want to sit over here and say, hit me first. No, you hit me. No, you come on. You show me. You said you're going to slap me in my face. So slap me. Slap me and see what I do to you. And then here comes the arguing about the money. Who paid for what? So Rico pulls out his bank account. Boom. Shows the room that he has $3,000 in his bank account. And he's a boss. And he paid for everything. He can pay for anything he wants to pay for. But the simple fact is, I guess ZT ended up paying for some of the stuff. And ZT wanted his money back. ZT said, give me my money back. Oh, you got money? Give me my money back. And Rico's like, I can give you your money back. What you think I am? I'll give you this money back. So I guess he ended up giving him some of the money that he spent on the room back. And he told him to leave the room. And I guess one of them left the room. And I'm thinking, what's going on here, though? This don't make no sense. First off, y'all all wrestling on the bed at first. And then y'all ended up arguing. And then somebody paying back somebody. And then he's talking about this guy's sexual health in his face. And I know Rico's really sensitive about that. So if this is in a setup, why he just didn't knock him, like, straight up just slap his ass, just slap his ass back on that bed, something. I'm thinking something don't seem right here. Something ain't adding up. And then the camera keeps falling on the floor and the screen goes black. and you hear, uh, 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 you know, they're wrestling again. And it's like, so one of them stopped, they start wrestling, and you know, ZT picks up the phone, he sits it back up so we can see again. And he goes, "You're on live, you're on Facebook Live." He's like, "Fuck not Facebook, fuck YouTube Live. Get off YouTube. You want to sit over here and act tough? Well, act tough. Get off of YouTube. You doing this for clicks and views." Like I said, I ain't never gave a fuck about no clicks and views. I don't care about that. Okay, but we watching everything y'all doing, and y'all know we watching you. So what's up with that? I really want to know, was this for a show? Was y'all putting on? Because like people say, Rico is a hell of an actor. If so, he is a hell of an actor, because all of that bass that he was putting up in that voice, and how he was getting a little bit aggressive with it, and he was, you know, like, I don't know, it just didn't add up to me. And I'm thinking, this is a hotel scandal for real. Like, I'm gonna need to know what's going on right now. I'm gonna need to know what's happening. And I'm gonna need to know how these men are over here wrestling on the bed in the hotel, and one of them has a partner that's there with them, but all of a sudden he disappears and they're in here wrestling. So yeah, I don't know. Things don't add up to me, and I'm thinking, okay, so we're gonna need a little bit more detail. The people want to know. The people want to know what's going on. Are y'all for real? And really, I don't be entertaining nothing like that, you know, because that's bullshit to me. But at the same time, having spoke to both of these young men, and you know, really liking their content, you know, I want to know. I'm kind of curious as to what's going on. You know, I really want to know. Like, I mean, was y'all for real? Was y'all really wrestling, or was y'all really fighting? Rico, he cashed app him $500. Wow. Okay, see, that's what I heard, that Rico paid him back some of his money. And I don't know though, man. Like that was just weird though. Like, he kept throwing his ass on the bed. He opening his legs, he's straddling it, he's holding this man with his legs. And this guy got his whole half of his ass showing. Like, your pants is falling down, dude. Pick up your pants, man. And it's like, I don't know if ZT was like exploiting Rico, a grown ass man exploiting him. I don't know if that's what you call it. But Rico, you know how Rico get when he's under the influence, and maybe ZT's a little bit more, can handle his liquor a little bit more, knew what was going on. But you got this man's pants falling off of him. He ain't got no drawers on under it. So we looking at half of his damn ass. And they still wrestling on his bed. A whole lot of foreplay looked like to me. It don't look like it was real to me. It looked like they was just trying to see who was gonna be on top. You know what I mean? And he's like, and then ZT keep asking Rico, "Would you fuck me? Would you fuck me?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll fuck you." He's like, "No, you would not fuck me. You fucked Riley. You fucked Riley." What that got to do with the price of tea in China, really? Like, what? And who said anything about y'all in here fucking? And why would you ask that question if your boyfriend is there with you? I don't understand that. And then you sit over here and say this guy's nasty, he has HIV, but you asking him where he fuck you. I mean, really? Are you serious? I'm sorry, but that don't make no sense. Y'all need to sober up and come back and tell us what the dealio is. Cause that right there, that was so confusing. I just didn't understand that right there. I'm over here looking at my phone like it's a foreign object or something, because y'all got me on stuck mode. Like, seriously? Wow. You know, people be like, "Oh, it's nobody's business. They did this and that." Man, they made it our business when they turned on YouTube Live and let us watch the shenanigans that went down. But shoot, I say this to say this though. You know, if y'all did do it for YouTube, the YouTube fame or the YouTube vibe, okay, y'all are some good ass actors. You know what I mean? But if not, damn. Like, don't meet nobody off YouTube. I'm sorry. It's only a few people I saw meet each other off this YouTube and it went well. And that's when the people meet a view as a view, it ends up going well. Like, except for with that Sean Bradley thing. But other than that, I seen a couple people meet a view as a view, and it went all right. You know what I mean? But it seems like this meeting people off this YouTube thing is not going down. It's not going down right. It just doesn't turn out right. especially if you have people who can't handle their damn liquor and you go out and you want to get drunk. You don't know each other, but you want to get drunk in front of each other. Do you know that you're incapacitated? You're not yourself when you're intoxicated. You're not yourself when you're in front of someone else and you're drunk. You're not your true self. Your mental health status is compromised. Like you don't think clearly, you don't make good decisions when you're drunk. So why would you want to show that side of yourself in front of a complete stranger? If you're going to drink, do it in moderation. Sip, 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 sip a little here, sip a little there. Get a little bit tipsy, but still be on your P's and Q's. Don't get sloppy drunk in front of each other so that you don't know what you're doing, or wait, how you got back to your bedroom the next day, or why you got this splitting headache the next day. you know I just don't understand why people do that. I can't just let loose in front of somebody like that. I can't just let loose like that. It just doesn't happen for me. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to go there with somebody I don't know. You know. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all a little bit about that, because I just thought that, it's gonna be all through these YouTube streets. If you follow the deep beef sector, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be the only one talking about these topics, because it just seemed like to me these are worthy. Now this is worthy content, because these people is doing too much for YouTube. Why y'all doing all this for YouTube? YouTube ain't shit. Like, it's just people over here struggling to get attention from somebody. People on here struggling to get a little dime from YouTube. Like, if you ain't making the same money YouTube is making, it ain't worth it. YouTube is balling. They rolling in the dough. So if you ain't rolling in the dough and you ain't balling like they are, stop doing it for the YouTube vibe, because it's not worth it. These people is looking at you like you crazy. These people don't care about you. These people are only using this so they can have ammo to use against you when they fall out with you. So for you to sit over here and literally show your ass on camera, I'm sorry, but you ain't doing the right thing, boo boo. And you don't want people talking about you, but yet you put yourself out here like that. You keep doing that to yourself. Why do you keep doing that to yourself? Like, stop it. Seriously, where's all these people's friends at that they supposedly have? All these people friends that's letting them get on here and do this shit. All these people friends who's getting over here letting their friends meet some complete strangers. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that that person ain't gonna care for you. Like, if you knew a person all your life and you hanging out with them, y'all go somewhere, hang out in a different state or whatever, they're gonna watch your back. But these people don't care about you. They don't know you. So if you was left on the side of the road somewhere in a ditch, they gonna leave you there without thinking twice. So why sit over here and put your trust in somebody who don't really clearly care about you or don't know you? I just don't understand that. That's why I feel like a lot of people are living on the edge of life these days. They're not living, they're living on impulse, and they just let impulse take over them. They just do whatever for the spare of the moment, you know. And it's like, you see this nice looking, healthy looking, not healthy, but you see this nice looking, bomb ass looking cake, and you're like, I can eat that whole cake. Well, okay, let me say this metaphor for anybody who gets it. Okay, for a few minutes of pleasure on the tongue can be a lifetime of trouble for life. You know what I mean? Like, it can be a lifetime full of trouble for you. That's why people say, if you're falling in lust for somebody and you're in love with another person, don't let a little bit of pleasure, take over for a lifetime of pain, because the person that's really going to stick by your side is the person that you've been with, that's been riding for you the whole time. And you want to sit over here and throw that all away for a little bit of lust, for a one night stand, for, just to taste, to bite the forbidden fruit, just to, and it's like, it's crazy, because we are learning lessons, the same lessons through each generation that passes. The same lessons are being learned, but they're just harsher reality the farther and farther we get into this thing called life. Like, I don't know how to explain it really, because I be like, in my mind I know what I'm saying, but then I don't know how to explain it so other people can understand what I'm saying. But if you get what I'm saying, then good. But I'm just saying, like, generational curses are real. That's the bottom line. So don't get on here talking about your daughter, your mother, your grandmother, your great great grandmother to the people who don't know you and don't give a damn about where your next meal is going to come from, or where you lay your head down that night. Because at the end of the day, Offline, y'all got each other, and that's all y'all got. And even if y'all don't got each other, don't give you a right to get on here and talk about each other just because you feel like this person didn't say the right thing or didn't do the right thing while you was growing up, or this person, oh, she didn't raise me. I'm with her mama now. Ain't that the same thing that happened to Sarita though? Wasn't she not raised by her biological mother, but by her biological grandmother? So now you're being raised by your biological grandmother and not your mother, but you don't like your mother because of all this kind of stuff you say that she let go on in your life. How did you know that the same things that she let go on in your life, which you claim she let go on in your life, that her mother didn't do the same thing to her? Generational curses are real. You got to break the cycle. You can't let it continue. You have to stop it somewhere and say, hey, this is not going to be my life. This is not going to be my child's life, and nor is it going to be my grandchildren's life, because I'm breaking this cycle right here, right now. We are going to set our own traditions. We are going to set our own standards and boundaries and all that, because you really do have to have boundaries in life. When it comes to your children, you need boundaries. When it comes to your spouse, you need boundaries. When it comes to your friends, you need boundaries. Set some boundaries and stick to it. Stick to your guns. Stand up for something. Don't fall for everything around you. And these people, they sit over here and bait you and bait you and bait you, and then you fall for it and you fall into the ocean. They reel you on up just like a fish out of water. And you guys fall for it every time. And I just don't understand that. Like, use the good common sense that God put in your head. Please use the common sense that you got. Because when you sitting over here talking about each other, these people, all they doing is soaking that shit up. All they doing is laughing at you. Miss Queen, hello. Hello, everyone. I don't think none of it is real. That's the only way people will feel sorry for them and cash out. See, and that's just sad right there. People are sitting over here pulling at people's heartstrings and trying to make them, feel some type of way about them, and support them through, sending cash apps, or just pulling at people's heartstrings for no reason. That you don't do that. Like, if you really want to help a person, you're gonna tell them what they're doing is wrong. You're gonna let them know what they're saying or how they're carrying themselves is wrong. And it shows that they don't have any respect for themselves or others around them. Especially Lala, it doesn't seem like you have any respect for your grandmother or your mother, the way that you was talking, the way that you was cussing in front of your grandmother, and your grandmother kept trying to cut you off, but you like, wait a minute, let me talk. Wait a minute. Now, where is that respectful at? Where is that respectful? Where? Just because you didn't cuss, but you said, wait a minute, hold on, let me say this, let me say that. And you're yelling in front of your grandmother, and you're saying all these kind of things about people that you really don't know, and they don't know you. So why are you wasting your time going back and forth with these people who don't know you? It's not worth it, baby. It's really not. It's not worth it. It really ain't. Shut your phone off, shut your computer off, and go about your day. Go look at reality. Don't get caught up into this social media platform world, because it's nothing on here but some desperate, lonely, needy, attention seeking people. And there's some good ones out there. I'm not gonna lie, there's some good people on here. But as far as I've seen in this beef sector, people are being caught up, they're being sucked in, pulled into this sadistic, crazy, nasty characteristics of people in here that do anything for a click and a view, for attention, for somebody to laugh with them, for somebody to accept them, for somebody to, you know, stroke their ego, because some people need their ego stroked in order for them to feel like somebody. And I just think that's very sad too. If you didn't get the attention that you are seeking online, offline, then you really need to self-analyze the way that you carry yourself, the who you are, your characteristics, your actions that you show, and correct that before you try to go get that kind of attention from strangers, from people who you don't even know. Because I'll be damned if I cared about a motherfucker's attention or acceptance on this motherfucker. I don't care about that. I'll be damned if I care about a click and a view. And for me to throw away my dignity, my morals, and my respect I have for myself for a click and a fucking view. Never that. Never that. No. I just can't see it happening. Not on my end, I can't see it happening. I do see it happening on a lot of people's end out here. Wait a minute, y'all. My dog. Hold on. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just had to say that, and I had to express on how I feel about that because I feel like somebody need to hear that. Like I don't care who hears it, but somebody need to hear that before somebody else does something stupid like this on YouTube. Like for you to sit over here and air out your family's dirty laundry, or you to get on here and start doing crazy things just for the YouTube vibe and recording yourself doing it and thinking it's cool. It's not cool, homie. It's not cool at all. Like you really need to get a grip on life and take life by the horns and you control it. You steer it in the way that you want it to go. If you're upset on how your life is going, it's because you're not steering yourself into the right direction. Everybody has free will to do what they want to do in life. So whatever mistakes that happen in your life, you have no one to blame but yourself. You can't sit over here and keep pushing the blame off on your parents. You can't keep on pushing the blame off on your daughter or your grandmother or your mother. You can't keep on doing that because at the end of the day, like I said, you're responsible for your own actions. When push comes to shove, you are going to have to answer for the things you done, not for somebody else's actions, for what you have done. God is not going to question you about somebody else. He's going to question you about what you have done on this earth. What have you done with yourself? What have you done? What could you have done to make this situation better? But what did you not do to make it go into the path that it went into, whatever that may be? Negative things happen to people who just they thrive off of negativity. They have to have some kind of negative stuff going on in their life for them to feel like something, for them to feel something. And I just don't understand that right there. If people knew how many years you could add onto your life and how much beauty you could add onto your body and your face by just keeping out of the mess, staying out of the negative crap, then you would sit over here and wallow in it like pigs in mud. You wouldn't. Because you'd be like, hey, I'm bigger than this. I'm better than this. I don't have to sit down here and wallow in this mud like these pigs. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna dust myself off. And y'all, when y'all next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be up here. I'm gonna be walking on higher ground. I don't have time to look down low on y'all. Like I'm not saying that anybody has to sit over here and act like they're queen bee of this or king of this. I'm saying have enough respect for yourself so others can have respect for you. Because for a laugh to be to be the social media clown of YouTube, it's not cute. It's not cute at all. Like I don't know where people get that being cute at or being something to be, to do because it's not. It really ain't. So yeah, when y'all watch this replay, like I said, I just want y'all to know that I feel like it is wrong for people to get on here and do stuff for clicks and views. It is wrong for people to get on here and try to air somebody else out when it makes them look stupid in the process. It's just not cool. Like, seriously, if y'all can't talk about that shit offline together, come together and talk about it. I don't care how many chances, how many times you gave this person, how many times you try to get offline and talk to this person and it just hasn't worked. Every day is a new day to get it right. As long as God has given you breath in your lungs, that is a new day to go out there and try it again. I don't care how many times it takes you to get something right. Do it again and again and again until you get it right. Sometimes that's just how people have to do in life. Sometimes people have to do things that make them uncomfortable in life to get farther because we're not all God. God didn't even say that things were going to be easy. He didn't. He did not say life was going to be easy because it's not. It really ain't. But it's not hard enough to where you can't bear it because he'll never put more on you than you can bear. When you feel like you went all the way to the edge, you're all the way to the edge and you can't get any farther without tipping over or falling over that cliff, just trust me, it's always a little bit more farther you can go in life. We have abilities that we haven't even tapped into yet, that we don't even know that we can do because we haven't even tapped into them yet because we're so far down. We got our heads so stuck in the ground, it's not even funny. Even a groundhog comes out every once in a while and peeps up his head up out the ground, you know, and see what's going on. See what's going on up there in the world. Let's see what's going on. Like look around you, stay woke at the same time, but look around, pay attention to your surroundings because everything ain't cracked up what is to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a good tree, people will see that you're a good tree by the fruit that you bear. So if you're bearing good fruit, then you're gonna look healthy, you're gonna look strong, you're gonna look good. But if you're bearing bad fruit, bad seeds, this is how you're gonna look on the outside, you know. So whatever you do, make it productive, make it count. Don't just try to be infamous or legendary just because. Do it for a reason, for a positive reason. You don't want to be known for, some stupid ass shit, like stuff that people, would laugh at. You think they're laughing with you, but they're laughing at your ass. Like 9 times out of 10, when you get a laugh on this motherfucker, people is not laughing with you. They laughing at your ass because you look really ridiculous, because what you're saying out of your mouth is so stupid that it's funny. Some things people say is so stupid, it makes it funny. So ignorant that you can't do anything but laugh. Like, I can't believe this person is so ignorant. It just makes me laugh because you're so stupid, you know? So before you do stuff, think before you act. And these are the lessons that we learned growing up. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. You know what I mean? These are lessons that we learned in grammar school. So just follow those lessons. If you hear a little bug in your ear and it's telling you something and it feels like it's right in your heart, and you know for sure that it's the right thing to do, then maybe you should listen to it instead of just doing what you want to do because you feel like you've grown and you could do whatever you want to do. I don't give a damn how grown we get. We still have to answer to a higher power in the end of all this. So don't think that you're too grown to learn. Don't think that you're too grown to follow directions. Don't think that you're too grown that you don't have to sit over here and have some kind of conviction in your soul to hold you back from doing some of the things that you know that is wrong. That you should have a conscience. I don't care how grown you get, you need to be able to hold back a little. Don't leash everything out. I don't care what just because you're thinking it, just because you think that, oh, this is gonna make me look this kind of way, this is gonna make me look tough, this is gonna make me look like, no, hold back, close your mouth sometime. Sometimes you could say more words than you can without even opening your mouth, just by the actions, because actions speak louder than words. Sometimes without even opening your mouth, you can show a person something without even having to say anything. A person who has to sit over here and say they're tough, a person who has to sit over here and explain detail from detail about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Those are usually the people who don't have a plan in the world. They're just talking out the side of their neck. So get real, for real. Get real. Get your life. That's what you do. Get your life. Because y'all, this is not what it's all cracked up to be out here. Like, I really feel saddened for a lot of these people on here. I really do. My heart hurts for y'all because y'all just don't understand. You just don't see it. You don't see it. A lot of people say, like Miss Kwani, she says she see the vision. And I'm sorry to say, a lot of people, they don't see it. Just because they say they see it don't mean they see it. Because, if you're not letting your light shine, other people can't see around you either. So whenever you do something, you let your own light shine first, and don't live off of other people's light, because that's what God gave us, all our own light, so we can let our light shine. Hey, Ghetto, who is Rita and Lala? Rita and Lala are a part of the beef sector. Yep, so I have to breathe and not snap on some of these fools who can't drive worth the damn. Oh man, Ghetto, I know how that is. Indeed, I go through with that, people on and off here saying dumb BS. I do that a lot. I just shut up and push. That's what I'm saying, sexy too much. That's what I have to do sometime too. I have to close my mouth and just keep on trucking, because a lot of people, they just, all they want to do is run their mouth on here. That's all they do is run their mouth, and ain't about nothing. Won't bust a grape in no wine factory. But they're so tough and big and bad. Internet thugs, people who sit over here and bully other people who sit over here and open their mouth about people and don't even know the real deal, what's going on with them. You're not there 24/7 around this person. You don't know what they're dealing with. Everybody has their own demons that they're fighting. You don't know what demon they fighting. You might not be able to handle the kind of demons that they're fighting. So why sit over here and insert yourself inside somebody else's pain, somebody else's life, somebody else's troubles? It just don't make any sense to me. I really don't get that. But you know what? Maybe it's not for me to get. Maybe it's for them to get, you know. And until you start getting your own life, then you need to stop getting into other people's life. Seriously. Mind your business. I don't care who you are. Mind your business, because at the end of the day, it's going to be about your business, not other people's business. You are responsible for you. And how many times does people have to tell you that? You can't sit over here and keep on pushing off the blame on the next person. You just can't. Karma will get them that I say nothing. That's right. What goes around comes around. It really does. It comes right back around. And people don't understand that. They just think they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and there's not going to be any consequences to their actions. But there's always a reaction to an action. It may not come right away for these people. It may not come as instant karma, but it's coming around. Oh, it's coming around. Thank God I don't carry a firearm. People would have lost their lives a long time ago. Uh-oh, ghetto preacher. That must be a good thing then. Good thing you don't carry a firearm, because we got to be slow to anger. Slow to, I know it's hard, but we have to be slow to anger. Some of these people make you so angry and make you just want to slap them across the face. But you can't do that. We got to be able to woo-saw and keep it pushing, because that's what keeps us in our right state of mind. That's what makes us, the bigger person, or the person who's going to live stress-free, because we don't let stuff stress-free, because we don't let stuff like that bother us. Some of this stuff you really gotta look past, because some people do it on purpose. They want to pick at your nerves. They want to pick at your bother strings. You can't let them get to you like that, because once they see that they're getting to you, they keep on keeping on till you blow up, till you let loose on them, and then they act like they're so surprised. How dare you? How dare you bring me here so that I have to be stepping up out of my character and showing you this ugly side of me now? But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give people what they want. I'm not. I ain't finna give you what you want. You're gonna keep on trying and keep on trying until it backfires on your ass. For what you had me set up for, you set yourself up for failure. So now it backfired on your ass. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that backfire on your ass. But yeah, I go through a lot. I just don't say too much on here. I don't know how many would care. Yeah, and a lot of people don't care on here. I care about people, you know what I'm saying? And I pray for a lot of people. I actually pray for the world. I pray for those people who have died and might not been able to ask for forgiveness. I pray that I be praying at night that God forgive them, if I could ask on their behalf, just in case they wasn't able to, so they can make it to heaven. I really do care about other people like that. But there's some people who are so closed-minded, so closed-hearted, so cold-hearted, they don't even care. They really don't. They say other people have made them like this. No, you allow yourself to get into that state of mind. Nobody can make you do anything. Nobody can make you turn into the person that you are. You have to be the one to evolve into it yourself. So when I know a lot of people go through a lot of things, and you want to vent, you want to tell people about it, but you should just go to God about it, because these people will sit over here and act like they care so they can soak up every bit of information they can about you, so they can use it against you if they fall out with you. So they could throw it in your face just like the devil does. And it's sad, because people are letting the devil use them, and they don't even know it. They're not even once wise to that. They're letting the devil use them. It doesn't even cross their mind, you know, and that's kind of scary too. I'm trying to get my anger in check. I'm in therapy now. Oh, that's good, Ghetto. I'm glad that you're doing something about it, and at least you recognize it, at least you recognize. So yeah, y'all, I had got on here just to, talk a little bit about what was going on with Rita and Lala, and what was going on with Rico and ZT, because I thought that was very interesting. Some of it was interesting, and some of it was just downright appalling. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe this is really going on right now. Like, I care about those people too, even though I don't know them. I care about them. And I really just want to put the word out there so they'll know, when people are looking at you, we all ain't looking at you the same. Everybody has their own opinion about what's going on. Everybody has their own thought process. Everybody's thought process ain't the same. Everybody's not going to treat you the same. Nobody's going to love you as much as your own family loves you. So don't air out your dirty laundry in public, because then people are not going to receive it like you think they are. People are receiving it all right, but they're receiving it so they can use it later against you. I believe 90%, 99% of the people who watched that video recorded that shit. Because I'm going to say I'm the 1% who did it. But I truly and honestly believe that a lot of people recorded that so they could use it against Sarita later on. And I think that's very sad because just like you, she's only human. She's not perfect. Why do people have this thought in their head that so many people have to be perfect? They can't make mistakes. You're not allowed to make mistakes in life. If God made forgiveness, then he knew that people were going to make mistakes. And he knows that people are capable of changing. That's why he has forgiveness in his heart. And if he has forgiveness in his heart for the ones that he created, what makes you think that you're so much more better that you can't forgive somebody? Forgive and move on. Nobody said you have to forget about it. Just move on. And if that person keeps making that mistake, like I said, treat them accordingly. Don't get so close next time. Don't do the things that you did next time with them. You learn your lesson with them, so you treat them according to their actions, you know? But some people just, they don't think that way. They don't. Well, let me catch you later. I need to make a stop. Okay, I'll catch you later, Ghetto. Thank you for stopping by. And please highlight that like button on your way out. Go on and highlight it for you, girl. Thank you. Turn it blue. Turn that gray into blue. Ooh, ooh. It's the thumbs up. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I've been on here for almost an hour now. It's about 4 more minutes to the hour, to the top of the hour. And I was only planning on being on here for 30 minutes. But you know, once you get to running the mouth, once I get to running my mouth about stuff, it's like word vomit. It just keeps coming, you know. So, but I just thought I would get on here and spit a little bit of something to the people. You know, a lot of people might not agree with me and some might agree with me. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. They really are. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to yours. So I have nothing against somebody who has their own opinion because that's the freedom that God has given us that goes along with our free will to do and to say anything we please. But at the end of the day, have restraint on your actions, have restraint on your words, because you still have to answer for for what you do. You still have to answer for how you do it and what you say at the end of this whole thing we call the world life, after life. The whole thing that we call life, we still got to answer to the Lord. You know, a lot of people might not believe in God, but I'm here to tell you that God is real. He's watching. And, you know, you need to just, when you live your life, don't live by sight, live by faith. Just have some faith. You know what I'm saying? Have faith that things will change for you. Have faith that there are good in some people, because you might not see it, but by the way the world's going these days, but it's still good people out there. Don't give up on humanity just because it looks like we're going down the drain with all this craziness that's going on. People doing all this out of the world stuff to each other. That's just the devil trying to trick you, trying to get you to believe that there's not anything good that comes out of life, but it is. It really is. And if you think about it, there's point in time in your life that it was good. So good does not last always, but neither does bad. Bad doesn't last always either. You know, Simply A, sweetheart, have you seen my latest video? Oh, no, I haven't seen it, Mr. YouTube. I'm going to go by there. As soon as I end this live, I'm going to go by there and look at it. I surely am. Thank you for letting me know, because I'm about to go by there and look at it. I surely am. I bet you it's a good one, too. But yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. Don't tell me about it, because I'm gonna go look about it. I'm gonna go look it up when I get off of here. But yeah, y'all. And I hope that everybody has a blessed and wonderful day, and keep God first in everything that you do. Please look for the positive in everything and not just the negative. And if you feel like negative vibes and stuff like that, just sit back and think about it. Think about when the time that you had a good time, you know, because they both come. They both come around. May not be when you wanted to, but they both do come around. And when the bad comes around, just know that the good is going to outweigh that. Once you feel that feeling again, you know, you'll forget about all the bad things when you're in that moment of goodness. And I mean, I'm not going to say that everything in life is peachy keen and everything's going to be all right, because only God knows what's going to happen in the future. But you determine the way that you're going to deal with things that come across in your life. You make that decision of how you're going to handle things that come across in your life. So just think about, if the scenarios of life, if this were to happen, how am I going to handle this? You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to think ahead sometime. It really isn't. But really live in the present and just make it a good one. You know, live now. Don't live for tomorrow. Don't live for yesterday. Live for the now, because that's all we can really do. We don't have the power to change the past, and we don't have the power to change the future. But we do have the power to make decisions living in the now and the present, right now, with what we're doing. So yeah, y'all have a great Saturday morning. Well, it's the evening now. It's about 2. Don't take it personally, okay? Oh, it's about me? Okay. Mm-hmm. We'll see if I take it personally or not. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live now, because I really want to go see this video now. And I'm going to see y'all later, because I'm gonna have some words for Mr. YouTube Streets up on here. Okay, y'all. Have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Bye.